Okay, we're going to start with Brown Steelers talk today, and you need to do the Tri-C read?
We do have to do the Tri-C read because when we talk Browns, it's brought to us by our good friends at Cuyahoga Community College. Tri-C supports their students financially, professionally, and personally, and opens the doors to endless possibilities. Tri-C is where the future starts, and it starts right now. Classes begin January 17th. Check out Tri-C if you need post-secondary education.
By the way, I got to say that the tweet just got retweeted by an actor by the name of Michael Kelly, he's in the, oh my God.
Oh,
Jack Ryan.
That one.
Jack Ryan.
Wow, you pulled that out.
Thank you, Michael.
And he was in with Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
House of Cards.
And he was in House of Cards. I did an
Cards.
interview with him once. He's a really good dude and
Mike,
a real
what
activist.
role did he play in House of Cards?
Love House.
He was
like the fixer guy
the vice
for
president,
Chief of Staff. Oh, I know what you're
not
talking
vice
about.
president, the fixer.
No, the fixer. I know
He
what you're
just
talking about.
tweeted, "What say you at NFL Commish? You should sit down with G. Bush and talk. Awful to hear these numbers of the amount of money the NFL makes."
Y'all not
I'm
gonna
gonna shoot him an email. Let's see if we get him on the show.
Y'all not gonna lure me into that trap.
Mike,
Tell him he did an interview with Bull once.
He did a radio interview with me once. We had a great time. I talked to him for a while.
sure he'll remember it.
We got Bernard.
Hey, he's following me on Twitter, so.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
All right,
I love
that's
his
your
show,
Tri-C
too.
read. That's out of the way. Guys, we got to talk about McNuggets. Did you come up with these numbers? I can't imagine. You saw them tweeted or retweeted or something, right?
Well, we talked about this a little bit when they played in Week 3. So I asked Earl yesterday, Earl, find me the difference, the numbers between when T.J. Watt plays
So
for the
these
Steelers.
stats originated from the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, as far as
I'm
we know.
sure somewhere else is out there, but this is Earl's research yesterday.
These are, I got to tell you, we use numbers all the time. We use them to make our case and argument why a player's good, why a player's not. I don't know that I've ever seen a set of numbers more dramatically leading to a conclusion that this might be the best player, not defensive player, best player in the league. And I'm going to read them off. This year, the Steelers.
T.J. Watt, the best player in the league?
Listen to the numbers.
Whoever said that is high. Let's keep
Listen
that
to
in
the
mind.
numbers, and then I want you to tell me a player that has a bigger impact on his team.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
With T.J. Watt,
I know the numbers.
they're 7-2 when he plays.
Okay.
Their opponents score 17 points a game. Next slide. When he's not on the field, that number goes up by more than a touchdown. The record completely inverts. It's 1-6.
Those numbers on their own don't mean anything.
Right.
We need context.
You're right. Small sample size, right?
No, it's not small sample size.
It is.
There's no context.
It's 1 year.
I know, but there's no context to
But
it.
the context is he's on the field. They're,
the
they're
context
7-2.
is we don't know who they played those games. That
I
matters.
see. So 9 games. So but you're right.
Doesn't that matter?
Let's talk about a bigger sample size.
I wasn't saying sample size, but go ahead.
For his career, when T.J. Watt plays for the Steelers, they're 58-26, and their opponents score 20 points a game. When he doesn't play,
That's 84 games. Just
yeah, that's a little bad on that math.
So it's 11 games.
when he doesn't play, they're 1-10, and again, opponents are scoring nearly a touchdown more. Now, Bull, I know you might want to say that that's hyperbole and that's crazy, but show me Aaron Rodgers' stats. Show me Tom Brady's stats. Show me other players' stats that are ridiculous.
First of, it's 11 games.
No, it's not. It's 84 games.
But it's 11 games
No.
without him.
the 11 they missed 11 with, and how many of those came this year? 7 of the 11.
7.
Okay, here's where I think that's just a touch misleading. Is there's
A touch.
more? It goes more. There's more that goes into it, especially this year.
Yeah.
Because they started the year with a different quarterback. He was terrible. Trubisky was terrible.
Right.
They've gotten better as the year's gone on.
No question.
And they've played an easy schedule since he's been back.
So I do think. I think he's a wonderful defensive player. I remember we could talk to Didi about this. We talked to her about this in the summer, where I think she said Cam Hayward was the most important player to her on that defense.
Yeah, I want to get clarification because I remember she made a comment about how the two together.
Yeah, but she was talking like with her and her husband one day with her son, and she thought Cam Hayward was the most important player defensively. I wonder if she still feels that way.
Well, with those numbers, are just you can't argue them. I'm
I
sorry.
could argue. I think they're meaningless.
No. When you have a sample size,
no? It's my opinion.
84 games, their
It's
winning
11
percentage.
Gee, Mom and Dad are fighting again.
I don't know what to do.
Pull this car over.
It's 11 games that he didn't play. What if the 84 doesn't prove anything about him?
Turn the car around.
They're winning more than 67% of their games.
But it's
when
not
he
just
plays.
him playing. What are you talking about?
He's the only guy we did the math on here.
But the
Bull.
variable is the games he didn't play, and it's only
Right.
11 games, and you gave us no context.
Bull,
7 of the
they're
11
not
are this
five.
year.
Bull,
Who did they play against in those 11
Bull,
games they lost?
They're not 5 and 6 in the games he didn't play.
It's 11 games.
They're
over
1 and 10.
Jay, it's all this year.
Oh, so you could have 11 games where you just play great teams.
Fight.
Right? All the games
I
he's
don't
missed.
know. I got to have what do you mean all the games he missed? He missed 11 games.
Right.
Can
so
we-
they
That's
all
not a
came-
lot.
Hey, what are you doing later?
Hey, man, I'm going to chill,
Yeah.
man.
How
I'm
many
hanging
games
out, man.
was it this
I got
year?
to find something to eat to
Mike?
dinner.
You having a good
He
day?
missed
Yeah, man.
7 games this year.
So he's
One
missed
and
4
6.
games in his whole career before this year?
So we-
7 and 2, 1 and 6.
So he's pretty
So
good.
here's the question.
He's a pretty
Wait,
good-
hold on a second.
He's a
Hold on a
pretty good
second.
player, right?
Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on a
he's a great
second, all right? Are you saying he's only missed 4 games before that year? Before this year? Are you sure about that? Doesn't make any sense to me.
I'll double
He's
check.
been pretty
This is-
healthy in his
this
career.
Is
He's
the
been
stats department of UCSS, aka Earl Anthony.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty healthy in his career.
So
Before this year.
So Jay's argument is that TJ Watt's the best
It's not
player.
my
in the-
argument, it's the numbers.
No, it's not,
I'm
that,
just giving
the
the
numbers
numbers.
don't prove he's the best player in the league. That's absurd because you haven't compared it to anybody else.
What I said was
Also, we got clarification on one stat.
Yeah.
84 games. That's because we forgot the 2 ties. There's 2 ties.
Oh,
that we
okay.
had.
Okay.
They
No,
got
no,
tied
but
twice.
he's only missed 4 games before this year.
I'm confirming that right now.
So if that's the
might
case,
be true.
then his stat is basically only about this year. So who cares? It's only
No.
4 games besides this year.
It
What do you
doesn't mean
know?
anything to you. Jason, let me ask you this
No,
question.
no, can you respond to my point? It's only 4 games.
Bull, I'm giving you a sample size of 100 games. I'm giving you a sample size of
Okay,
100
here's
games.
It's not a sample size of 100
And you're saying
games.
you need context. Let me provide the context.
Yeah.
The context is his presence is the variable. We're only talking about him. That's it. We're talking about him.
You can't give him credit for those wins like it's only on him.
Bull, I'm only reading
Ben
the numbers.
Roethlisberger was in his prime for a lot of those games.
Ben Roethlisberger wasn't there this year, so let's just talk about
I know
this year.
this year, so this
Bull,
doesn't prove anything.
If I tell you with this, you're
Forget
7
it, just
and 2.
talk to them. It's all right.
Yeah,
Leave me out. You don't want to hear what I have to say
Thank you,
anyway.
because I don't. Jason, to you, where does he fit in the pantheon of impactful players? Now, I know that the MVP argument almost always goes to an offensive player. I get that. And we're programmed to think that the offensive player impacts the game the most. But I don't know that you're going to show me a number from a quarterback, even Tom Brady. When Tom Brady missed his season, that team still made the playoffs. My question to you is, when you look at this and you watch him, and I'm use more my eye test when I watch him play, every single play, 100%. Is he the most valuable player on the defensive side in the NFL?
Change that, the defensive side.
Well, like I just said, most of us are programmed to believe that it's just like a pitcher rarely wins the MVP in baseball.
Right.
We're programmed to think he plays every 5th day. It can't happen.
It's so
in football, we're programmed to think that the quarterback drives the bus.
I think TJ Watt is a fantastic defensive player.
Right.
He's fantastic. He's marvelous. He's got Cam Hayward next to him. He's got Minka Fitzpatrick behind him. That makes a big difference.
Huge difference.
I still look at Aaron Donald, to me, as the most dominant defensive player in the NFL. I think. I mean, I don't know.
I would
can
agree
find
with
the
that
numbers.
last year. I
Nick
thought last year
Bosa is
he
going
was.
to win
Probably.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Probably,
So he's not
yeah.
even the Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, again, with these awards, we tend to look at teams that are you in the playoffs?
Right.
Are you having a great season? A Cy Young winner on a team that is sub 500, he doesn't win the Cy Young oftentimes.
The reason I don't like the numbers, those numbers, is because I agree with Bull. 7 of the 11 are this year,
Yeah.
and they were such a disaster early on this year. And I think that has a lot more to do with factors beyond TJ Watt. It was the quarterback play. It was the fact that, I mean, they were 2-6 at one point and looked like they could be going for the number
Bull
1
buried
seed.
them. Bull said, I can finally take my victory lap on
Yeah.
burying the Steelers.
And I think I said, you might have been with me before the year, hey, or you were, in saying that we were burying the Steelers far too soon.
Oh, I insisted we were.
Yeah, and then at 2-6, I
They
kind
also
of.
said Jeff Saturday was a great head coach.
But
so
at
let's
2 and
take it
6,
easy.
I kind of crawled in
I'm
the
not
hole.
sure he's not.
He's won 1 game. That's all I
Oh,
know.
but the sample size.
right,
Bull,
one
it's
game.
so
All right,
small.
stop.
We're not talking about Jeff Saturday.
It's 5 games, Bull.
But at
You said he was a genius after that first win.
But at two,
He's looked like a freaking fool since then.
at 2 and 6, I was in a hole with the Steelers, thinking, okay, I was wrong. They are dead. No, they're not.
And by the
dead.
way, I thought that too.
yeah,
I
and
thought
they're
that
not.
too.
This is the Steelers.
They
and
are. They're going to lose. They're not making the playoffs.
But they always play
Bull's
better.
playing.
But they always play
am.
better at the end of the year than they do at the
You were all
beginning.
in on that.
They always get better as the season goes on. I think they've got their quarterback thing figured out. Is Kenny Pickett, Ben Roethlisberger? I don't know, but I
No,
think
you know he's not.
But
Stop.
he's a rookie. We can't say what he is or isn't going to be. He's a lot better now than I thought he was going to be already. So
I would second that.
yeah, they're
TJ is
figuring it
good.
out. TJ Watt is a part of that.
What are you going to put him top 3 defensive players?
Top 5. I'd put him top 5
The
for
best
sure.
defensive player in the league is Micah Parsons. I don't even think it's close, is it?
This year,
Who's the most impactful player? It's Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
I've seen Micah Parsons wreck games by himself.
I mean,
Yeah, he
come on.
has.
Just
TJ
totally
Watt's a
wrecked
at
great
the end of
player.
games, which I love to see.
But the idea that he's
Like
the
Aaron
best player in
Donald
the league is
Super Bowl.
ludicrous. That stat proves nothing, and everybody knows it.
Here's why TJ Watt means a lot to the Steelers, and you have
Definitely
to put
means a
him
lot.
have to put him in that pantheon of guys that change the game, because we talk about all the time accountability and leadership. Like, if you look at TJ Watt, he's always playing hard. He plays hard against the run. He plays hurt. The intensity, just the level that he gives off makes everybody else have to play at that level. Like, and when you see, I think Robert and Leroy said, when you see a dude like John Randall and he's playing that hard, you have no choice but to play up to his level. And on the defense, they got him and Cam Hayward. It transforms their defense into something that I can't really say about the Cowboys or the Browns, even though they have Michael Parsons and they have Myles Garrett, because he elevates that. I mean, when you play him, you feel it. Some people, it just comes off the screen, like the intensity, the fire, the playability, and he makes plays when he needs to.
Where do you have him? Do you have him top 3?
I got him. For me, if he's top 3.
So, I mean, we have Nick Bosa, we have TJ Watt, we have Aaron Donald, we have Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned Miles.
And
which-
Miles is probably in the top 5 too.
He's probably in the top 5.
Top 5, but
Lower
tier
TJ,
top 5.
and I know you can't say you can't grade it because he was hurt. But if you look at TJ Watt, his consistency, think about how crazy it is to sound that at one point in time we would have thought it was crazy to say he's better than J.J. Watt. In the run J.J. Watt had. I mean, J.J. Watt was changing whole plays. People talked about him giving him the MVP. But now when you look at it, T.J. Watt, that's a toss-up.
Well, you mean career-wise?
Yeah, TJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say T.J. Watt at this point has probably had a better career than J.J. Watt.
Which is a lot to
J.J.
say.
Watt's had a lot more injuries.
Yeah, but TJ still needs to do it for longer. I want to see him do this for a couple of years. I think, guys, when you look at
By
the
the way,
1
I
and
would
6
take
without
Myles
him,
Garrett over J.J. Watt. All things being equal, if you put him on the same roster with the same teammates, the same
JJ
coaches,
or TJ? You said J. Did you mean JJ? You said JJ.
I meant TJ.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
would take Myles
I
Garrett
would
over
too.
TJ Watt. If it were like if I'm the Steelers, I don't think I would
did
trade
TJ
TJ
play
Watt
in
for Myles
the
Garrett.
Browns' first game against the Steelers?
No.
No,
He
he
did
was
not.
hurt.
No. And what was the final score?
29-17.
Okay.
By the way, do you guys want to know the
And the
7
quarterback
teams?
for the Browns was Jacoby Brissett.
Do you guys want to know the 7 teams the Steelers played without Watt?
Sure.
Just to throw it out there. They lost to New England. Lost to
Borderline
Cleveland.
playoff team.
Lost
Below
to
average
Cleveland.
team. Okay.
Not a playoff team.
Lost to the Jets.
Not a playoff
Below
team.
average playoff team.
Got
Below average team.
destroyed by Buffalo.
Great team.
It's expected. Should have.
They beat Tampa Bay.
Bad
Yep.
team.
Lost to Miami.
Good
And,
team.
and lost to Philadelphia.
Great.
Okay.
Great team.
And
they
that
played-
Miami game was Tua for a quarter.
So
and
you're going to
Skylar
tell me
Thompson
that
for
if
the rest.
TJ's on the field for all of those games, they don't win at least 1 or 2 more?
I'll give him
Give
one.
me the games that they won with him.
I mean, sure, they could have
But
won
what
1
is
or
your
2
point,
more.
Jay? Like of course he's
point is-
impactful, but so are any of those guys.
I don't think my point could be any more clear, Bull. I gave 100 games.
It's not
in his
100
career.
games.
Bull, the number of games that he's played or
I
been
know,
on those Steelers roster is
But I can
100.
name 20 other guys who played those games too.
Right, but he's the who we're focusing on. He's the guy that was either on
But
the
you
field for
can't
those.
say that's the sample size is the games he hasn't played.
No, it's not. It's the games. You can't not just. Look
You're
at the
giving
games
him
he didn't
credit
play.
for them having. If they
Bull.
had taken out, there's a lot of other players. If they had taken out, they would have won
we have
less
again
games.
hit one of those topics where
Yeah.
I feel like I am talking to a wall.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a wall.
Then here's what we're
I mean,
gonna
you don't
do.
have to take a shot at me every time we
No,
disagree.
Bull, you're taking shots at me.
I'm not.
I'm taking shots back.
No, I'm
What I'm
not.
saying is, you're saying that the sample
Yeah.
size is 11. If I just gave you the numbers of games that he didn't play, you're right. But you're ignoring the other 80
I'm not
games.
ignoring, Jay. You're saying that their winning percentage in these games is a direct result of him. I'm saying, what if you took Cam Hayward out of those games? Is their record as good without him?
Cam Hayward, we're not even talking about Cam Hayward.
I'm asking you a question. Would
How-
their record
well,
be,
how
would their
about-
record be as
We
good
have
without
Maurice
him?
Clarett, to help us move on to a
Yeah,
different
because
topic,
we're never going to
stuck
get
in
it.
the
And
middle here.
I'll